Hey there, survivors, it's Razius, and this is Ark Survival Evolved. Today, I just wanted to fly around on a single-player map and show you kind of the scenery with high settings and show you the wonderful graphics that Wildcard has done with Ark and the advancements they made. The graphics modifications and optimizations are going really well as of right now, and with that, I kind of wanted to show some areas which are, in my opinion, pretty great areas to have PvP bases, and give an explanation to why I chose these areas, and then at the end possibly give an additional idea as well. There are several cliffs and features within the map that makes it really hard for certain dinos to get around, and with those areas it causes a lot of heartache to some when they're trying to raid and everything like that. My first location of choice, however, would probably be the mountain at 4060, I believe. So yeah, we'll head right over there. I'm right actually down from that. It would be this mountain just east of the volcano. If you face on the right face where the slope goes in, you'll be close to the mountains. With one minor distraction to that would be the Giga that typically spawns over here. There is a spawn point for a Giganado over here that can cause a lot of heartache and pain if you're not adequately prepared with a metal base and whatnot, like I originally did on a single player, just building this for fun just to block off. But the benefits of this base is if you do build right around the lower area, there is very few slopes and you can see enemies coming from a long distance off, obviously, so there is that. Looks like I froze a little bit. That's not good. Okay, there we go. I am in spectator mode, so there is going to be no dangers to me. It is pretty wide to defend the area. However, as I said, you can see far off in the distance to fend off attacks before they even come, and you can also stay low enough that you allow the metal nodes to respawn accordingly, so you can actually get a lot of metal. And then there's plenty of resources down the opposite way with your water, and plenty of rain up on this side of town also. So moving on to the next location, I feel that would be a very good place to go. Would be actually down from this mountain. There is another cliff peninsula that you would literally just have to wall off one area. You could build in the valley, but things could drop in on you and then you're just kind of SOL. But if you move up over here, actually, where the tree is on the cliff, you can block off the area around the rock. Yes, it's kind of small. It's for a smaller tribe, thought, without little expand, but before long, if you do have a large tribe, you can start encompassing this whole area and building a very large base off the ground, and kind of limit which land dinos can actually get to you as well, since the cliff is fairly high in that regard. Base spot number 3, moving on over here. Sorry for the little bit of lag. This is a build from a previous server that we used to play on, Cemmao, Silent, and all of us that are currently on my server, and we actually use this to get some of the stuff away from there. So up in here, I actually like this area a little bit, except for the alpha spawns, which could be taken care of, and also if you have the adequate defenses, give you a lot of levels in the meantime. There is 2 high cliffs, great area for taming, and building up on top of the cliff would be beneficial as well, along with building up over here where you can kind of block off the whole area and have the whole plateau to yourself, and just kind of expand out. Have the woods, or rather the swamps, which provide a lot of wood if you have a mammoth. This will limit all the berries and everything like that if you use a mammoth and build the knock down the shrubbery versus the regular trees. You won't get any berries and you'll get all wood thatch, and get a nice little benefit there by having a plentiful supply of wood and then the volcano for metal opposite of it. So moving on to location number 4, it's on the opposite side of the map, just north of a very well location. These locations are good, however they're often overlooked in lieu of the more common popular places such as the Oasis, the top of the pillar over here, and whatnot. But I like this little island here because it's surrounded by water. You have rocks that you can kind of shelter yourself from, and there is a easy way to defend with this and be able to get out to the water and get out to ocean and everything like that. And my final location would be right over here, actually, in this cliff area, which with a large tribe you can actually make this expand really well. There is a center rock where land dinos virtually cannot get to if you have a bridge that you can necessarily knock over eventually if you wanted to, if there was an attack, and kind of piggyback onto several plateaus and build a towering base off the ground with paths underneath to either put spikes or other aggressive dinos to defend your base from below while having air defenses on top, obviously. So I find this to be a very good area because there's plenty of cliffs, makes it hard for land dinos to maneuver around. And then with air dinos, the ammo patch that they just did they did lower the damage to air dinos with turrets and whatnot, but the other guns do a very large amount of damage to those air dinos. Quetzals being one of those as well with their air fortresses, they are still kind of a nuisance. I personally don't like how they balanced, as in wildcard balanced the Quetzals personally, because they are still way overpowered. And then my final opinion would be, if you don't have a land and you're new to a server that's already pretty well established since they don't do quick restarts, possibly just build on a raft and build a base out that way, because it's mobile, you can get around to anywhere on the map, and you can keep any dinos. You can make 5 or 6 rafts, put them together, and have a nice water base that's mobile that you can get around and have your land dinos out there, and make it pretty hard to find from time to time, because let's face it, people have to plan. If they plan wrong and they try to fly to where you used to be, you're not there anymore. It'll be kind of hard for them to find right away and coordinate a decisive attack on you, and it'll give you a chance to counterattack them as well. But my time is running out now, so thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave down a comment below. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful day.